Good morning, welcome to Border. So here we go, another day, another dollar. So here we go, we're off. So we're just going for probably our last cycle because back home tomorrow and we have to be out by 10, so I like to get everything in the car and ready to go. So what I thought we might do today is just a cycle down to King's Bromley. We didn't do that yesterday, did we? Down to King's Bromley, around the around from King's Bromley back up towards oh, somebody's up and out early. Morning, somebody's up with the larks. Yeah, so we've got to be out by 10, so oh look, there's the entrance to this campsite. Yeah, we've got to be out by 10, so best to get up and be gone, I suppose. Put the bikes away ready, and then all I've got to do is put all the other stuff in. Clothes and stuff. I like to put the food in until the last minute because obviously the longer it's out the fridge or freezer, the more chance it's got of defrosting. But anyway, what a dickhead. Yet again. I don't know why I keep doing that. Forgot to start the trip computer. It's all that hassle getting it ready and didn't start it. Oh well, never mind. Such is life, eh? Beautiful sunny morning. Monday morning. I think we're due another hot one. So we'll see, eh? Not that much of a breeze. Yeah, I do forget I'm on the single speed again. One thing I will say is I do forget how hard it is to turn the crank first thing. Like that, as I say, quite high gear. Well, it's not massive. Probably something the Gacha or them could cycle up Alpe d'Huez on, but more than twice their age. I'm certainly not as fit as them. And I certainly don't have the power ratio. So, but anyway, we're having a good time. Nice small wild poppies on the side there. considering it's 6:45. It's pretty busy, isn't it? You know. Yeah. Technology. You can see how busy it is. It just makes you think technology must make our lives easier. Make let's make our lives easier, and working day shorter. But does it? Yeah, this is a busy road. Used to cycle a lot on busy roads. I commuted. Bit too close there, mate. BK64 FJJ. Yeah, I used to commute a lot on busy roads. To and from Birmingham. And also to and from Nuneaton. And I know I was on a secondment to Worcester for a while, and Jenny and I, we got a motorhome at the time, so we parked it on a campsite down there. So travelling from Worcester, from Tamworth every day. But anyway, actually I used to commute on the river into Worcester, and to be fair, in the later years I commuted mainly on the Canal to Birmingham and to Nuneaton. So to commute a little bit on the road to Nuneaton. I did a lot of mountain biking, so made sense. But I still bought a road bike. The bike itself wasn't that much good, but it had a lovely group set on. My favourite group set is Campagnolo. But yeah, they're just so expensive nowadays. I mean, they look gorgeous, and really good. in operation, but it's so expensive. So what we'll do is we'll come into King's Bromley, which is here, and we'll go left up to Wood End Lane, and then we'll go through HS2 works, and we'll how many of them doing 30 is there? Oh dear. And my priority this time. Probably nice place. Really old village, actually, yeah. Imagine a royalist town. There's Abbott's Bromley to the right as well. And Yoxall. No, actually, I think Abbott's Bromley's to the left. There we go. Very busy road. Very busy village, really. Unfortunately, it's on there. I suppose it's classed as commuter route now. It's commuter route into Birmingham from Yoxall, maybe even Ashbourne. Certainly into Lichfield. But you can jump onto the A38 here, just up the road at Orley Woffs. And obviously the A38 is a real main road. Really busy. Look now to that. So yeah, what I thought we'd do, we'll head up here, turn left at Wood End Lane, and then head towards through the HS2 works, as I say, and then the distribution centre, and we'll go to Huddlesford, and then at Huddlesford we'll jump on the cut, hopefully avoid any punctures. And back around. Got booked to go swimming in the old that must be flying away from me. Yeah, I've booked to go swimming in the pool. The cars are outside. That'll be nice. I think he's just taken off actually. Yeah, he's climbing. They've just taken off from Birmingham Airport. Oh yeah. Got my hands on the tops of the bars. Not sure that's keeping me safety. I mean, I might need to brake. I'm going so fast. Oh dear. Never mind, eh? Reference to an earlier video where talk about Ashley Neal and they go at people for riding drop bar bikes. He doesn't think you can get onto the bars quick enough onto the drops to brake. Yeah. Very victim blaming if you ask me, but there you go. Yeah, this is where the single speed hurts, the inclines. It's only a small incline, but here we go, over the cut. Yeah, small inclines are exaggerated on a single speed. But that's why one of the reasons I bought it, so that I could make sure that I could push myself a bit. And as I say, making the most of the flat roads around here, or flattish. I mean, certainly a lot flatter than I've got down in South Devon. And my average speed gone up a bit, not a great deal. 1 to 2 miles an hour. But every little helps, as they say. But no, I think getting my legs to work a bit harder could not be a bad thing. I got to bring my heart rate monitor, which is strange. Thought I packed it, but obviously not. I do need to do something about this. Tick, 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 tick. Ordinarily, I'd have said it was me brakes and wheels, but I'm not rubbing. There's another one. I'd say that's coming into land, so he's going to have to go around, come back towards us to land. They're obviously taking off, going northerly, northwesterly. Not sure which way the runway runs at Birmingham International. Anyway. We turned off the main road. Wasn't too bad actually. As we came out of King's Bromley. As I said, busy village. Must be really annoying for those who've lived there a long time, because it's obviously got busier and busier. The years have gone on. Right, that's in the middle here. I'll probably go in the inside now. There we go, that's all right. The chain line seems quite good. I don't think it's there. A slurpy drink. Up to the 7.5 ton limit. Here we go. Yeah, I'm not sure he's supposed to be down here, but But yeah, 7.5 ton limits is around the corner actually, so well, I don't think he is allowed down there. But I think he's got to sleep somewhere, hasn't he? Well, let's be honest, there's not a lot of availability around Britain. It's very difficult. I mean, they're quite restrictive in France. About when trucks can, HGVs can drive. It used to be they couldn't drive on a Sunday, which is always a good time to travel in France, to be fair. A lot of France is closed on a Sunday still. We went to Ray a couple of years ago, 2023, yeah, and we went to where did we go? Oh, that's right, we stopped off at Trinity Severe, and luckily it was only, I don't know, 100 k's from Cherbourg. Boat drops you off at about 2ish, yeah, get through customs, and it's about a couple of hours. But by the time we got there at 4 p.m, around about, it was deserted. Yep, deserted. This time last year we went to Wales. I know we lived in Wales, but Jenny didn't want to go too far. So we had rented the toll house at Henman Pool on the moor deck, and loved it. We then moved on to a converted church by Tallaslyn Lake, which wasn't the best. To a certain extent, not really his fault. Difficult to do a lot of stuff in a place that, yeah, so we'll go up here. We'll cross over. Yeah, difficult to do a lot of the stuff because it was listed. And obviously, listed buildings have a lot of restrictions on them. There's the old Tesco distribution centre. Yeah, so to be fair to him, it wasn't the easiest place to convert, I don't think. As you can see, the big distribution centre, and this truck's coming right, so am I going to get past that? Yeah, I think I am. The truck isn't, obviously. You cannot believe it, can you? They can't go anywhere because of the traffic building up at the island. But do they look ahead? Do they look to one side and see me? Nope. Oh dear. Sometimes you do wonder, don't you? And it's not going to get them anywhere, because I can pretty much guarantee I will be down there at the same time they are. So here we go, another one. And across there. Across there. And then those people that waited, that didn't wait, I'm going to overtake and go past. There we go. And now you're going to have to wait for me to go around here. So, you know, as I said, the 38, a really busy road, and oh dear. And there we go. So all those that held me up, sorry, all those that wouldn't go, let me pass. 90% of them I'll quickly got past. And here comes one. You know, even poor old stag there. Spent many a time working on those. Across the railway line. Yeah, I don't want to be out too long today because, as I say, got my swimming, and my daughter's coming over from Australia today. She lands at about 7:30, Birmingham. So we might go and meet her. Apparently it's really expensive at Birmingham Airport. I don't know whether all airports are the same now. But they charge you to drop people off. And the car parking is very expensive. There's certainly no side-to-side movement, I'm thinking there. It could be my knees that are clicking. Oh dear. So right here to Middlesbrough. Morning. Did he say good morning? I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure about that running lark. Is it good for you? No. No good for me. I mean, I smashed my left leg. Fractured my left kneecap for a split in it on a motorcycle. I sided myself off it, and then probably was all right in itself. I did yeah, you know, on itself it wasn't too bad probably, but not sure whether I did that much. I might have well, I probably obviously did something to it, maybe just cracked it. I happened to be about 5 miles outside Bilthwells at the time, and I lived in Tamworth. So how do I go from Bilthwells to Tamworth? I know, I will ride my bike home. So I did, and yeah, by the time I got home, I then proceeded to strip my bike down, and yep, I stripped my bike down, and yeah, I stripped my bike down and then sat on the settee. I think I was watching maybe the Tour de France. Not sure. Tour de France not been very good for me actually. Anyway, yeah, sat down to watch something. Jenny been out all day with her daughters at her nephews, and when she come back I made her a cup of tea and she said, "There's something wrong, isn't there?" No. Yeah, there is, she said. I can tell you're limping. And yeah. Matey. Morning. It's straight, eh? I think it must be. Come up quick. I must admit, I thought Straight A Wharf was further than that, but hey ho, never mind. I must admit, there's no way Jen would have cycled along there. No way at all. It's quite quiet actually. Considering the A38 is literally the other side of those trees on the left. But there you go. Nearly a bit more now. But yeah, it's Yeah, all good. So, well, this towpath's not the best, is it? Eh? Certainly couldn't see Jen coming down here on Friday. That's a bit of rubbish. Just make you wonder, doesn't it? How I'd have to pass their safety certificate. I assume it's every year, might be every 2. But it's like car MOT, but it includes the gas. And you do wonder how some of them make it. But actually, I'm getting to, this is the distribution centre. You have to be careful down here because it's quite narrow. Ooh. And yeah, we don't want to be falling in, do we? And that is a distinct possibility. This is awful down here. I know the Canal River Trust is a charity now. Well, come on. And they rely a lot on volunteers. I think that there'd still be a lot of volunteers work for them. There wasn't. But that is, there we go. Heron, get that. Not impressed with me, obviously. We can catch him up. That's a bit better. It's very lumpy bumpy. But yeah, a wonderful decision by the great and good. I'm going that it was a decision by Mr. Osborne. Oh, there he is. There. Hope you can see that. Magnificent bird. Always remind me of a pterodactyl. And they probably are related to them. Don't know. But, will eat anything apparently. Yeah, I've seen them. Now they take frogs. I know how others don't. They'll take ducklings, slugs, worms. Yep. Anything and everything. Morning. Oh, mucky dog.
I know, she has to fall in here and she won't give up till she finds it.
Oh dear. As long as you don't have to go and get it. Yeah, so, yeah. Oh, good. So yeah, going back to that stag, it's a bit of a shame. Poor thing, not looking the best. Look at the white people leave them to rot. I mean, I know everybody says, well, I'll get round to it. I've got stuff in my shed that I know I'll get round to, but the difference between what's in my shed and what's in a car sitting in on the driveway, just rotting and losing money. To be fair, you know, it's losing money hand over fist. So it's you'd be better off selling it. I think this is the main road one. That's the road where the railway line is obviously just the other side of this hedge here, on the right. So I'm guessing I haven't got too far to go now. Yeah, it's getting a little bit more manageable along here. But yeah, getting back to that stag, it's yeah, it's a shame. I worked on a number of those my day. It was okay. Got a bad reputation, and to be fair, it was a reputation well deserved at times. But by the same token, a bit of care and attention, it wasn't too bad. So we did a number of them, head gaskets, timing chains, clutches. Main problem was that they needed a corrosion inhibitor, not just an antifreeze, and it had to be the right mix. That was the main issue. People didn't have the corrosion inhibitor in, and they didn't have it at the right strength. Radiators wasn't the best, to be fair. Could have done with a bigger radiator, and probably an oil cooler would have been a good idea, because that would have helped. And obviously one could have been fitted aftermarket. That's a nice one, nice boat, nice bungalow. Dutch barge style down about, or a Dutch barge, because they're really wide. It's a bit low here from a short arse, and Nick and Julie Wheelers. Yee-haw! There you go, Julie. A particularly good one. Hey-ho. Yeah, stags, not too bad. Nice car to drive though, when they were set up right, and they ran well. It was a lovely car to drive. Yeah, good times when I was a mechanic. Hard work. Hey, everything's hard work, isn't it? All work hard when we need to. But yeah, hard work. Not like today, to stick a computer on it. No, it was there to diagnose our issues. I think I'm pretty close to being home. Thank you. Morning. After the case may be. Yee-haw. Just a quickie. There you go, Julie. That was a better one, wasn't it? Yeah, so British Leyland mechanic, a Vauxhall mechanic, and then I did service advisor at Mercedes and Audi and Volkswagen. Not the easiest of jobs, I must admit. Being a mechanic was much easier. Being a service advisor, it was bloody awful. I think they're only allowed to be here for a couple of nights along here. And that's certainly been there longer than that. Oh dear. Rosemont and Clayton, old Birmingham company, Canal carrying company. Canal boats ain't cheap. They are not cheap. They are very expensive. I'd imagine a lot of people live on them. I mean, there's a lot of big boats along here. You're going to live on a boat, you want plenty of space, don't you? So the old swing bridge, that at one time would have been what they call a stop block. So, because that's the Coventry Canal, and this I think is the Trent and Mersey, when you used to have to go from one canal to another, you went from one canal company to another, and obviously to charge you to go from one canal to another. So obviously the Coventry Canal would charge you, and then the Trent and Mersey would charge you. So that's what they call a stop lock. So there'd be lock gates at each end, and you had to stop, obviously. All the ducks coming out for their morning meal. Yeah, so you'd have to stop and pay your toll. So here we are, we're done. Vetoed. A few cottages there, they would have been the lock keepers' cottages. The Canal Company cottages. And there obviously the pub. Been here a long time. As I said, Jenny and I used to come here on our motorbikes. And it's quite empty. So I wonder if that's for sale or just people don't know. open. Morning. So there we go, back on the bike again. Live another ride. Last ride of the last day.